seriously videotaping me?
Yeah, I'm gonna video you. I need you to shoot at that far target out there. Whenever you're ready. Gotta pull the hammer back, babe.
What's a hammer?
This gun's different. Right here. You push it that way, it's ready to fire. You gotta pull the hammer back on this one. Cock it. And when you put your finger on that trigger, it's ready to fire.
I thought that was fire.
No. That's ready, it's ready to fire right now.
Okay.
So you take a deep breath, make the shot count. Hold it right dead on the bullseye.
Oh!
Put an empty shell in. You flinched. I watched you, you flinched. Can't put it in, you won't shoot an empty shell. Alright. All you gotta do is cock the hammer back. When you cock the hammer back, it's gonna be ready to fire.
I'm so glad we got that on video.
Gun's yours.
Stop laughing.
Take a deep, you gotta pull the hammer back first.
I know.
Sit down.
I can't sit down, it's way too up.
Alright, well, move the jackets down lower.
Or just take the board out.
Is that better? That get you down there lower?
I don't know how to find it now.
Too high?
No, I can do it when it's me holding it.
Alright. I'm gonna let you pull the hammer back.
I know, I'm finding
It's
it.
ready.
You would have shot the deer in the pocket.
Ain't nobody hit that bullseye yet.
I'll try it with the other gun after Brittany gets to shoot.
Let's put a mark on that one for me right there, Brittany. Yeah, we got a few more shots and then we got to go home. I'd like to see one in that bullseye before the night's out.
Okay, I'll use my gun because I don't like Brittany's.
Go see where you hit. Check out that bad boy. Huh?
That's what our gun was.
What?
That's what our gun.
That's with her gun? Alright, let's go back and see what you can do with your gun. You got one chance.
This one?
One chance.
I always wins because I know it can't.
No, one chance.
Daddy,
What, babe?
I can't see out of it.
Put your head up there. Put that against your shoulder. Move your head right there.
No, I mean everything around it's like black.
Move your head forward a little bit. Now can you see?
Yeah.
Okay. Now. Now you come up. Like that. Make sure it's against your shoulder. Find target. Push it off safety. And shoot. Target. You see it? Flip it off safety. And when you pull that trigger, it's going to fire. Make this shot count. Why do your eyes get so big when the gun goes off? You're like this, you like, you scared? That's the way it's supposed to do every time you shoot.
Red coming to my face. I don't know what it was.
If it startles you, Every time you pull the trigger, then you're shooting right. It means you're not flinching. Let's go look at it. That's about 1 inch above the black mark. Each one of those lines is 1 inch. Now I actually got that gun sighted in 1 inch high at 100 yards, Tiffany. Your gun's not sighted in to hit the bullseye. I wasn't going to tell you that until just now. But that really and truly is a bullseye. I think you're ready to shoot at a deer. That's a BB gun target. And all them's in a... Y'all put the hurt on a deer with that. Y'all look over the hill there. Can y'all see that?
Yeah. Moon?
Look at that moon coming up. Ain't that pretty?
Yeah. Are you taking a picture? Or
Yeah, I'm taking a picture. Hey, which one of y'all is the best shot? Tiffany, it's time to get up, bud. You gonna get up? Hey, look at me. Look at me. You ready to go deer hunting?
Yeah.
Well, you gotta get out of bed. Come on.
As soon as you put away the camcorder.
Tiffany. Come on, we gotta go. 333 is a lesser evil. Jessica. Bye. Good luck.
Bye, Jessica.
tell me what you've done so far today.
We chopped off Matthew. Then we chopped off Jessica. But before we chopped off Jessica, Daddy scared us.
I scared you. How did I scare you?
We were sitting in the car. And while we were sitting in the car, we were talking about scary movies.
And I got you, didn't I?
Yeah.
Have we seen anything today?
We saw a bobcat.
We saw a bobcat. Have we heard anything?
Yeah.
What have we heard?
A bunch of growling stomachs.
A bunch of growling stomachs.
And a couple of deer.
And 2 deer. We did have some deer down here, didn't we?
And then we heard the thing. The thump thing.
The thump thing.
Not the pump thing.
Oh, the pump. Okay, yeah.
It went beep, 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 beep. But
All right.
we heard mostly growling of the stomachs.
Mm-hmm. I'm getting hungry.
Me too. And we're cold and we're shaky and
We're going to sit here about 30 more minutes and then we're going to get something to eat, ain't we? All right.
Brittany might have shot a deer.
We did hear her shoot, didn't we?
We heard somebody shoot. We're not sure if it was her or not, but we heard somebody shoot.
Yeah, we'll go check her out in about 30 minutes.
After we're frozen to death and starving and
Hey, Tiffany.
what?
I'm getting a real good picture of your hand in front of your face.
That's okay.
She's reading her book. She don't even know we're here.
Who am I, Daddy?
Big old goat.
Where's Papa?
We have to close the
Right behind you.
door.
Big old doe. Make a good shot on her.
Right on the neck.
Another neck shot.
Got a little bitty head.
Well, you ain't nearly as excited about it as you were that buck.
I was when I shot it.
I shot it through the neck and it went out the shoulder.
Right through the neck again. Another neck shot.
Yeah, I'm good at those.
Might start calling you Hawkeye.
But when I shot it with my new gun, which Papa gave to me, it did a backflip, and it only kicked his hind legs about 2 or 3 times, and it went graveyard dead.
What?
It went graveyard dead.
Graveyard dead.
I'm at 6:30 when I shot it.
6:30. Yeah, I heard you shoot. I told Tiffany, I said, Brittany got her a deer, and she went, Cause you're the hunter in this show.
I don't want to do it.
All right.
I don't know what to say. I don't want to.
Come on, tell me about the hunt. Tell me what happened. Huh?
I did.
Hell, I didn't get it on film. So what happened?
I did walk down there.
You did walk out and you got busted. That's it. Well, that's good enough, I guess.
Okay.
Then. Bye. Well, boy, what has your daddy done went and done? I have made an awesome headshot on a 13. He got 13, ain't he?
He got 13.
13. Man.
He's a big one. He's the biggest one I've seen in a long time.
Big one. And right there he is, folks. A headshot.
Still rattling.
Let's get over here. Oh yeah. Dead in the head. He got at least 13. 13 and a button. Can't see.
He may have more than 13. That didn't help me. 1, 2, 3.
Don't get too close to that son of a gun.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 in the buttons, what I'm counting.
14. That is one mean looking son of a gun right there, ain't he? Man, that's a good shot. Boy, that thing just keeps going, don't he? That is some serious, serious, serious heartache right there.
Like the whole thing?
The whole
Before he came
thing.
out?
Yep.
Okay. Well, first at 3:30 I had 2 does come out, a small one and a big one. And they sat there and they ate forever. And about, I don't know what time it was a good while after that, I had a spike come out that I've seen before. And I think it was the one that Dad scared off. Dad scared off the spike earlier and I heard it blow and it almost scared my 2 does away. And the spike came out and he ate. And they were in there for a really long time. And finally the 2 does started walking back beside the shooting house, right beside my window. And they turned back and looked, and the spike looked, and they were all looking at the back of the field. And I looked, and I couldn't see anything. And the 2 does started walking again, and they blew, and they flagged and ran off. And I looked back, and this big deer was coming from the very back of the woods. And I already had my gun out because it was getting dark, and I wanted it out just in case. And I looked, and I counted at least 6 points. And its horns were coming up above his ears, so I decided it was big enough to shoot. And it was kind of facing towards me a little bit. And I aimed at the very front of the shoulder, but it kind of went kind of in front of the shoulder, but it wasn't that far off. And I shot, and he ran off, and then the spike ran behind him and stopped and looked back, and then it ran off. And I called Dad, and he told me he had gotten one, and that he was scared I was going to show him up.
You showed him up, girl.
I got one question.
I don't even want to take a picture of his deer.
And I went down, Dad told me to go ahead and go down there to look for blood, and I'd already found some, and then he came out, and then we trailed it, and it seemed like it was going really far, but it had a lot of blood. We kept expecting it to see it like laying right there, and it never did. We ended up going down the fire lane, and then the fire lane ended, and it was still blood everywhere.
We finally found it in this big mess and had to call people to come help us, and then we got it out.
Well, congratulations. You gonna set on both of them?
Just sit on both of them. Oh man, I'm so doggone tired I can't stand up.
Done got him a
I thought
8.
he'd just leave them laying in the road and come down there and get y'all to load them up for me.
Yeah, 8 point and a
That's
doe.
what Chuck said he'd write him up as to write him. He said if you can hang a ring on it.
That's what they count down here. If you can hang a ring on it, it's a horn.
Killed many a 4 points. Calling them 6s, you know.
Yep. It's been a few killed. Old rack serves its purpose, don't it?
Yes, sir. That rack has come in handy this year. Hey, she was wanting to eat so bad she couldn't stand it. Every time she'd get out in that food plot here, he'd come out of the woods, he'd chase her right in the woods on the other side. And about 4 times, he chased her out of that green field. And she come back out, and he came out about 50 yards closer to me. And I went, eh! He just stopped, throwed that head up. You ought to see the hole in the other side of his neck. You could stick your fist in it.
That.
The doe ran in the woods. She got maybe 2 bites. And she ran in the woods when I shot. And I went ahead and threw another shell in my rifle. He was kicking a little bit. Make sure he wasn't gonna get up. So she started snorting. Now I said, that rascal's gonna come back out there. I could see her down through the pines, just make images of her. I said, she's gonna come back out there and I'm gonna kill her too. I want to put as much pressure on DC as I can. And sure enough, she walked right back out there, and she about 50 yards or 60 yards on down the road, almost down there to the branch.
Mm-hmm.
And she's just looking at that buck laying there in the road. It'd been about 10 minutes gone by since I'd shot him. And she just kept looking, and I just got that crosshair on her. And actually, I was aiming for that white right under her neck right there. That's where I had the crosshair when I squeezed the trigger off.
Yeah, she must have been bending over to get another piece of grass.
But now she's standing in the road, but the bullet hit her right there.
No.
And she didn't even kick.
You just missed.
I just made a bad shot, that's all I can say.
I guess you're going to have to sight that gun in.
No, the gun's sighted in. I just...
Alright. Got you a double. Got you a good day. Good way to end the year. You are putting a little pressure on me.
What are you talking about ending the year?
You got another month left.
I got a whole 31 days.
Not in this year, you ain't.
You got a point.
It's 31 days in January, ain't it?
Yes, but that's
Yeah,
next year.
but that's next year.
All right, next year.
Got you,
You
didn't
got
I?
me.
There she is. She didn't go far. Done getting too dark over there. There's my tree stand. She went about 30 yards, 40 yards. Pretty good sized doe. She's she probably weighed about 100, 105 pounds. Well, I come in here and I sat in a place I didn't really have a lot of confidence in. A lot of deer droppings, good scrape, a couple of rubs. Dad told me to set in here. Said he'd never set in here before without seeing a deer. I've seen this deer here a half a dozen times. Passed her up the other day. She just keeps coming around, so there ain't no buck following her, so I got one doe to take. So I went ahead and took her. I made a really good shot on her. And right there, tight behind the shoulder, is where you put it. And if you put it there, you put it in the right place, they will go down quick.
You went swimming and everything, huh? That ain't what he told me.
I hit the jaw the first one. Got straight through almost.
Nothing right there at the entrance.
Well, it came out that side.
He said it's
It's close straight through.
Snuck up on the field. Deer's already in the field. He starts walking out the field. I get on my knees, get a little closer, pull my bow back, whack it. It runs off, stops. I think I might have missed it. I try to sneak up on it again. It just lays down. So I back off of it for a while. Wait 20 minutes. Go back to it. It's still alive, sitting there. It tried to stand up and fell back down. So I knocked another arrow. When it stood up the second time, I shot again. Bowstring hit my arm, caused the arrow to fly far to the right, hit it in the jaw. Deer whirled around and ran back to the edge of the green field, laid back down. 2 more deer were in the green field during all of this, apparently. This guy gets back up, heads towards the end of the green field. The other 2 walk right to me, smell me, run off, never snorted or anything. I go into the green field looking for this deer. I can't find him. I look out in the middle of the lake, and it's floating in the middle of the lake. So I shed all my clothes, jumped in the water, and swam out there and got it. And that's when I realized it was a spike. And that's the story.
Well, tell me about it.
Well,
Tell me the whole story.
alright, I was in the shooting house, and Dad said 2 bucks were over there. So I got over there on the side where the bucks came out and saw 2 of them. Dad thought one of them was a doe, but the other, they were actually both bucks. And I shot him, and I shot him right in the legs, and it broke his legs, and he fell down. And then I had to go over there and shoot him while he's on the ground because he's squirming around. Then I had to shoot him again, but that time I missed. So then I shot him again, and he just fell down dead.
And there he is.
Bled to death and coughed the whole time.
How much do you weigh?
130 pounds.
How many points he got on his head?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If you want to count this.
6-pointer.
At least 6.
Alright. He weighed how much?
130.
130 pounds. That thing is a lot bigger than you, ain't it?
Yes.
How about that? That's how many deer you've killed so far now?
That was my first deer.
First deer. That's what I'm talking about. You happy?
Yeah.
You didn't get excited?
Yeah, I did get excited.
I think maybe you got so excited you kept missing him. That's what I heard.
I did. I missed him once.
Okay. Well, that's a good story. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Let's clean him up now.
I'm not doing it.
Yes, sir. Well, he's a pretty deer anyway. Man, I can't believe I didn't get the shot on video. I had the camcorder on him. It was beautiful. I grunted him in. Just perfect. Broadsided. Everything was perfect. All except I run out of tape. I didn't get it on video. Man. Well, there he is. That's the one I've been after.
Now it's recording.
Well, we come in here, me and Matthew come in here this morning. I had 2 does come by me. I watched them for about 2 hours. A coyote came in earlier and spooked the does. The does would have come down here. He was trailing the does about an hour later. And I grunted to him and he come running straight to the tree, just like being led on a string. I made a good shot on him. I thought I had it all recorded, but apparently when I had videoed the coyote, I left the camcorder turned on and I ran all my tape out. So I didn't get any of it on video like I thought. I wish y'all could have seen it. It was a pretty shot. He come in just perfect. Let's get him out of here.
All right.
Drag him out.